You said that 2004 Erdogan supported Annan plan.
Yes.
You didn't vote for Annan plan.
Against the plan.
Against.
Yes.
Yeah.
I discussed in the past with him. I said, you supported the plan? He told me, yes. I discussed it with Annan and the others. And President Erdogan told me that they let him down very badly.
They all let him down.
They let him down because they are Europeans. They told him, look, make sure that Turkish people yes to the plan. Because they promised him that if the Turkish Cypriots say yes, no matter what the Greek Cypriots do, the embargoes and isolations will be lifted. He said, I did my word.
What word? You mean?
Because Denktash was opposed to the plan. President Erdogan went his out of way to give this message to Turkish Cypriots to say yes. And then my people, they said 65% yes. But the Greek Cypriots, 76% said no. Can you tell me that anything has been lifted on Turkish Cypriots? It's been 20 years and we don't have direct flights. We don't have direct trade. We don't have direct contacts. We are not recognized.
What is your assessment why the Greek Cypriots said no?
Because the Europeans, they said to the Greek Cypriots, accept it or don't accept it. It doesn't matter. You will be a member of the European Union. So the Greek Cypriots said, we will be in the European Union anyway. So they prefer to say no. If the question had been, say yes, and then become a member of the European Union, probably you would have said yes. Then Cyprus would have been different by now.
For the good or for the
For
bad?
your good.
For the Turkish Cypriot community?
It would have been good for the Greek Cypriots. Because Turkey is still not in Europe. But Greece is in Europe. Cyprus would have been in Europe. And that would have been effectively in OSIS. Because in the European Union, with no restriction to migration, capital, investment, all kinds of things, the Turkish Cypriots would, at the end of the day, would lose out.
In the long run.
Because I believe Turkey should also have a say. Because Turkey is my guarantor power, my motherland, and some troops on the island is safeguard all my security, which is very important.
But the EU regulations and all this stuff will protect it.
Do you really believe that? As a young, very successful, now member of parliament, do you really believe that the European security would have safeguarded the interests of the Turkish Cypriots in this complicated island? Do you really believe that?
Europe is not perfect. I'm sorry, it's not perfect. But like 70% of the regulations that we have comes from Europe, and we are forced to comply, and we'll have punishments if we don't, and all this stuff.
What will happen in Europe after 50 years? Can you guess? I cannot guess.
I cannot guess as well. Let's hope for the best.
Hope for the best. But I want more than a hope. I want guarantee.